Welcome to a very special edition of Ragamuffin Archive Revisited. I'm Joe Cook. For this episode, we welcome guest host Mitch McVicker. Mitch is going to take us on a career-spanning journey through his music to share some songs and stories from throughout the years. Plus, Mitch is going to talk about a new album he's been working on, and he's going to perform a song from that project at the end of the show. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy this special presentation. Mitch McVicker, Through the Years.
Hey, this is Mitch McVicker. You are listening to Ragamuffin Archive Revisited. I am your guest host. Joe was kind enough to let me take the reins for this episode, and he said, hey, let's do an episode of Through the Years with Mitch McVicker of your songs. So we're going to do that. I have a new album that's on its way. There's a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign that is ongoing, and it ends December 8th. And you can find that link at ragamuffinarchive.com. You can find it at mitchmcvicker.com. All the other places that social media wise that you find my info. So this first song is Heaven is Waiting. The first song that I wrote with Rich, the first song that ended up on any kind of recording that I was a part of. Canticle, The Plains was the album, the soundtrack to a musical that Rich and I wrote along with Beaker, based upon the life of St. Francis of Assisi. It ended up being St. Frank, who had come back home after being in the Civil War. We made him into a cowboy instead of an 11th century saint. And Heaven is Waiting is, Rich and I wrote it on the way to play at a revival in Piñon, Arizona. It was a 4-hour drive there. The Navajo reservation is as big as West Virginia, and it took forever to get there, so we just decided to make up a song that ended up giving birth to the whole Canticle, The Plains idea. And then when we got to the concert at the revival, Rich insisted that I sing the song, and then I did ever since then. And I remember playing it for Brennan Manning one time on our travels, and Brennan mentioned how he liked the line, there's a piece that I hear whispering through the pinions, and a love taller than the ponderosa pines. And Rich just kind of nodded his head, and then after Brennan left, he goes, man, I was so jealous when Brennan said that because you wrote that line. I was so jealous that he said that about your line. So this is Heaven is Waiting.
I don't need no woman to kiss me, and I don't need no man to stand by my side. I don't need to slake my thirst with whiskey, don't need to shuffle cards to pass the time, 'cause the stars are bright and silvery, and with the dry ache of a lone coyote's whine, my Savior's calling and I'm listening. Time to saddle up my pony and ride, 'cause heaven is waiting just past the horizon, just over the mesas, across the great divide. And faith is blazing this trail that I ride on. Up this mountain I'm praying I have the strength to climb. I ain't looking for no 7 golden cities, but I know there's a fortune somewhere to find. voice that I hear whispering through the pinions, and a love that's taller than the ponderosa pines. And heaven is waiting just past the horizon, just over the mesas, across the great divide. And faith is blazing this trail that I ride on. Up this mountain I'm praying I have the strength to climb. So don't ask for no lengthy explanation when there ain't no reason quite wild enough. No words could be as tender. It's greater than the fears that we imagine, more than the warmth that we remember. It's always just beyond the past, and I must go. 'Cause heaven is waiting just past the horizon, just over the mesas, across the great divide. And faith is blazing this trail that I ride on. Up this mountain I'm praying I have the strength to climb. Oh, heaven is waiting. Oh, heaven is waiting. Heaven is waiting. Jim came walking down the road singing songs and humming on him too. Though he never set foot in a church on Sunday morning, the smile on his face looked kinda out of place from the looks of his shirt and shoes. Made me wonder what it was that kept him going. Spent most of his lonely young days working downtown in the sawmill, and a childhood is something he'd never known. All the extra time he had on his mind, every now and then his heart would spill, and he'd start singing all the way home. And he'd sing, I don't know much, but I know a love, and one day I'll be sitting up in heaven on an easy chair, sipping lemonade. Love lives there. Round about that time the bells chimed and the church doors flew open, and a whole herd of saints came running along Jim's way, talking about salvation, hope and love and everything else they didn't know about. And when they saw Jim, all of that changed. Now it takes a special kind of man to avoid a confrontation, and everywhere Jimmy looked he had nowhere to go. They started throwing out names, throwing punches and throwing laughter, and when they were through, blood was dripping from his nose. But he sang, I've heard about blood, I think it stands for love. And one day I'll be sitting up in heaven on an easy chair, sipping lemonade. Love lives there. Now Jim knew what he had inside of him and wouldn't hear nothing different. The moral to the story is he just keeps on keeping on. Now he ain't whitewashed, you won't find him on the corner praying. He just knows his love and knows his song, and he sings, I've got all I want, 'cause I've got my love. And one day I'll be sitting up in heaven on an easy chair, sipping lemonade. Love lives there. Yeah, one day I'll be sitting up in heaven on an easy chair, sipping lemonade. Love lives there. Yeah, one day I'll be sitting up in heaven on an easy chair, sipping lemonade. Love lives there.
That was the Lemonade song, a song on my very first album, Mitch McVicker, and that song came together. Rich went to Ireland to do a photo shoot, and I didn't get to go for that. But I had 3.5 days by myself in our dumpy little house trailer in New Mexico, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna write some songs. I'm gonna take this time and write some songs. So I made up the Lemonade song. For the record, I also made up Here and Now and Take Hold of Me and She Asked Me How. And I remember getting the little idea for what Lemonade song might be, the guitar part, and then I went for a run, and I kind of, the story was kind of birthed. And I'd been listening to a lot of Bob Dylan at the time, and so I wanted to kind of write a story kind of / parable song like that. And I wanted to, I just picked up the harmonica. I wanted to put harmonica on it. And so the little harmonica line came about, and everything came together. And then, writing songs is just like plumbing, really. It's just, it's work and working at it. And so I just stuck with it for a day or two, and ended up with this, like I said, I wanted to write a parable, but it ended up being kind of a stupid little song. And Rich kind of thought the same thing when I played it for him. He was like, gosh, it's kind of a quirky, odd little song, but it has that cool line, that line that gets everybody's attention. And then the next thing I know, every time somebody would come visit or we went someplace, he would say, hey, play them that Lemonade song. And for the first time, I was like, gosh, maybe I've written a song that people like. And speaking of Rich, this is another song that Rich and I wrote together when we were living in our dumpy little house trailer in New Mexico. I would sit in my bedroom and play this song. The musical arrangement was all done, and I would just play through it and kind of sing nonsense syllables, and he would hear it often. And finally he said, what if we used the word New Mexico, and we were each thinking about a friend that we've lost touch with, and saying, but even though we still have this close relationship. And so that was kind of the jumping off point for New Mexico. So here it is.
Well, I've been thinking about you, and I wish you the best. But every night I go to sleep, I miss you a little less. And still somehow I love you more with each new day. So I thought I'd write you. Yeah, I thought I'd send my new address. I've been staring at your picture that's sitting here on my desk, and I thought you might be wondering if I'm okay. And I'm alive and I'm living in a place where the world's crust has shifted, and the stars in the Milky Way, they're giving a party for New Mexico. And yes, I've come to the desert just to find my way to forever. And you are so welcome here if you're ever in New Mexico. So I wanna thank the one who leads us for the way that he has led, for the times we spent together, and for the times we ain't seen yet. And still somehow this is a path we must both walk alone. We can't measure the distance, but we'll treasure every step. And I know His love will give us the strength we need to press on. So let's hold on to Him, and He will show us our way home. And I'm alive and I'm living in a place where the world's crust is shifting, and the stars in the Milky Way, they're giving a party for New Mexico. Yes, I've come to the desert just to find my way to forever. And you are so welcome here if you're ever in New Mexico. And the stars can be so bright, the air's so thin, and as I'm looking out tonight, I think about you, looking for Him. And I'm alive and I'm living in a place where the world's crust is shifting, and the stars in the Milky Way, they're giving a party for New Mexico. Yes, I've come to the desert just to find my way to forever. And you are so welcome here if you're ever in New Mexico. Yes, you are so welcome here if you're ever in New Mexico. Leather seats, but at least I got an engine. I don't got an earring, but at least I got an ear to hear with. I don't hang with the right people, I'm just lucky that I got good friends. I don't wear the latest fashions, but at least I'm wearing something. So I'll never be hip, I'll never be cool, and be the talk of the town. Seems like I got things backwards and everything turned around. But I'm living in a world that's upside down, and blessed are the poor in spirit, living in a world that's inside out. Blessed are the pure in heart, inside out and upside down. Oh, but I just might see God, just might see God. I don't got the right haircut, but at least I got nice hats. I don't eat at the popular restaurants, but at least I get my daily bread. I don't drive the fastest sports car, I'm just lucky that I get around. And my house ain't much to look at, but I got somewhere to lie down. So I'll never be in, I'll never be praised, I'll never be a genius. And I know this all sounds crazy, but somehow it all makes sense. 'Cause I'm living in a world that's upside down, and blessed are the poor in spirit, living in a world that's inside out. Blessed are the pure in heart, inside out and upside down. Oh, but I just might see God. I don't know the right people, but I know who can save me, yeah. And I'm living in a world that's upside down. And blessed are the poor in spirit, living in a world that's inside out. Blessed are the pure in heart, inside out and upside down. Oh, but I just might see God. I'll see God, 'cause I'm living in a world that's upside down. And blessed are the poor in spirit, and the pure in heart, inside out and upside down. Oh, but I just might see God. Someday I'll see God. This world is upside down. Seems like we got things turned around. Oh, but someday I'll see God.
And that was Upside Down, a song off of my second album, Chasing the Horizon. That was the first song that I remember writing after the wreck that killed Rich and injured me, and it took me a long time to recover. But I started writing songs. I was living in Nashville back in, 98-ish, I think, and I came to a traffic light, and this car pulled up next to me, a nice car with leather seats, and this was 1998, so leather seats weren't everywhere. And the woman driving it she seemed to have a pretty comfortable life, and things seemed to be rolling along for her pretty well. And the leather seats kind of spoke into that for me, and I was like, I don't have those. I don't have leather seats. There's nothing about my life that seems to be particularly comfortable. But it hit me. I was like, I don't know that that's where we're supposed to be. With Jesus telling us that he is our comforter, I think in following the way of Jesus, we are inevitably going to find ourselves uncomfortable. So the kingdom of God, living in God's realm, we will often find is contrary to this world, this society that we take part in. So I don't have leather seats, but at least I have an engine. I don't have an earring, but at least I have an ear to hear with, and et cetera, et cetera. This next song, Burning the Fields, is also on Chasing the Horizon, and it came about on my trip to Wichita to play a concert in Wichita. I drove through the Flint Hills during the spring, and they were burning the fields, burning the grassland ranges, and which is done to burn off the grass that is brown, dried up, and dead, so the new green grass will grow. And it was beautiful and amazing to watch a vacant, charred field suddenly give way to these green blades of grass. And I thought, God does for us what God does for those fields. It hurts to be burned, but we are being remade and redone into what God would have us become. So this is Burning the Fields.
Well, they're burning the fields in Kansas. The Flint Hills are all ablaze. It's a beautiful sight to watch the flames rise and watch the smoke drift away. And my memories run thick like that smoke, and like the love that's here when I come back. And I'm thankful for what I had, I'm thankful for what I have now. So like the fields, I wanna come to life again. Yeah, renew my soul like that green grass on the prairies. Rekindle my heart with a passion for you. Restore to stir. The light of the world is loose on the grasslands. So Lord, make me the salt of the earth. Yeah, renew my soul like that green grass on the prairies. Rekindle my heart with a passion for you. I'll restore my mind, take my anxious thoughts away, and Lord, make me new. And now I'm thinking about Bennett Drive, and I think about the Smith's living room and how life only comes from you. So renew my soul like that green grass on the prairies. Rekindle my heart with a passion for you. I restore my mind, take my anxious thoughts away, and Lord, make me new, like only you can do. In Kansas, so make me new like only you can do.
Hey, this is Mitch McVicker, and you're listening to Ragamuffin Archive Revisited.
Stargazer, she loves to look up into the night. She's a dream machine. She never wakes up, she just opens her eyes. And someone tell me what's wrong with that. And if she's wrong, I hope she won't fix it. Starts wearing thin, she don't hide, and if her way is getting dim, she relies on grace to lead her heart and be her guide. And now the stars, they can never shine any brighter. Love is her proof as the lights get gray. She's a bad dancer, and every move is a cause for thanks. And someone tell me what's wrong with that. Getting dim, she relies on grace to lead her heart and be her guide. And now the stars, they could never shine any brighter. She's a pure heart, she says the good is all around her. She's a great dancer, but she doesn't even care. And if the rain starts wearing thin, she don't hide. And if the waves getting dim, she relies on grace to lead her heart and be her guide. And now the stars, they could never shine any brighter. She's a stargazer.
So that was Stargazer. That song came about on a trip through a bookstore. I would often do that where I think it was a Borders books that I would go walk through, and I would look at the covers of the books and just see what it would do to my mind. A lot of songwriting is just kind of keeping your mind loose to take in what is around you, and I wanted to see what the covers would do for my mind, and I saw a cover with something that made me think Stargazer. And I was on my way to North Carolina to a friend of mine, Paul Yotis, his house. We were going to go fishing down the New River. For the record, I think that is the last time I've gone fishing. I didn't even know what I was doing. He was trying to show me how to cast before we got in the canoe and floated down the river, and he was standing behind me, kind of coaching me how to do it, and I cast it, and it got stuck on something, and I looked back, and I'd hooked Paul's sweatshirt. The hook was in his sweatshirt, and better than his neck. But then floating down the river, I made up Stargazer. The song came about. So that brings us to the point of one of the reasons why we are here. I mentioned my new album. There is an opportunity to become a part of the community that is making this album happen through Kickstarter, through the crowdfunding campaign that is running through December 8th. There's a link at RagamuffinArchive.com. There's a link on MitchMcVicker.com on my Facebook page, and you can go to Kickstarter and search 2026 Mitch McVicker album. After we play the songs, I'm going to play one of the new songs, and I can't wait for you to hear it. Now we're going to roll into Honest of Heart, which was one of the songs that after you write it, you go, okay, I think I've got something here. There was a few songs where that happened for me. A song on my first record called Only Love Will, a song, Honest of Heart, and then there was another one that I can't remember. I guess it really stuck with me, huh? But Honest of Heart, we would play it on the 2005 tour before the album didn't come out till 2007. On Love Will Rise is the name of the album, and Sammy Horner was on that tour with me playing bass, and what a great human Sammy is, of the Electrics and of the Sweet Sorrows. He lives over in Ireland, and he loved Honest of Heart, and I just remember the experience of playing it with Brad Lair and Cobra Joe Curette and Sammy Horner. And I wanted to write a song with a real coffee house kind of feel. It took on a different vibe when we recorded it. Since then, I have taken it back to a little more coffee house style feel when I play it live. But I loved the This is Honest of Heart.
Soul drug through shadows, but I'm the one to blame. I'm so full of shame now, so empty me, pour me out, and make me honest of heart, radiate through me, so I'm walking in thankfulness and glowing as your truth comes showing through. You are lovely, Lord. Fill me up with you. Distorted passions, grace forgotten. Death, where is your sting? Darkness has no claim over me. The light of day is for always. Make me honest of heart, radiate through me, so I'm walking in thankfulness and glowing as your truth comes showing through. You are lovely, Lord. Fill me up with you. Like a walk through those tree-covered hills, like the scent of the leaves, like a walk through the hills. Honest of heart, radiate through me, radiate through me, and make me honest of heart, radiate through me, so I'm walking in thankfulness and glowing as your truth comes showing through. You are lovely, Lord. So fill me up. You are lovely, Lord. Make me honest of heart. You are lovely, Lord. Fill me up with you. Fill me up with you. Make me honest of heart. What is beautiful is what's marketable. If you listen to the world, oh, then your soul gets filled and your heart gets told that only what is sold has any kind of value. Is what it all comes down to. Plastic horses, they're spinning circles, and it's keeping everyone so happy, happy now. Plastic horses, they're spinning circles, but it's a merry-go-round, a merry-go-round. Yeah, it's a merry-go-round. Yeah, 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 yeah. The growing stain of the material, well, it's a cellophane of the imperial. It measures all of us by what we got. But I shall not want, oh no, I shall not, blasted horses, they're spinning circles, and it's keeping everyone so happy, happy now. Blasted horses, they're spinning circles, but it's a merry-go-round, a merry-go-round. Yeah, it's a merry-go-round. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, have a little fun. Come on, have a little fun. Come on, have a little fun. Getting up, getting up. Plastic horses spinning in circles, and it's keeping everyone so happy now. Oh, it's keeping everyone so happy. Plastic horses, they're spinning circles, and it's keeping everyone so happy, happy now. Plastic horses, they're spinning circles, but it's a merry-go-round, a merry-go-round. Yeah, it's a merry-go-round. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a merry-go-round. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, alright, all day, all night. Come on, spin around now. Have a little fun, yeah, but don't you get now. Okay, alright, today and tonight. Come on, have a little fun, don't get numb. Come on, have a little fun.
Okay, that was Plastic Horses off of a 2009 album of mine called Always Believe. And Plastic Horses is another one that I, listening to people like Bob Dylan, I wanted to write a kind of a protest song and kind of a parable-esque song. And this one has more, funkiness to it than a Bob Dylan song, but the essence is the same. I've heard one comparison that I particularly love as far as Bob Dylan goes. A lot of people compare Bob Dylan and Eminem as far as what they have to say as being kind of spokesman. And so I guess maybe Plastic Horses has a little bit of Eminem into it. But I remember what made me go, okay, I need to chase this down. I was working on the song, recording it into my laptop, and my daughter, Brooklyn, who was at the time was, I think, 3, and she really liked Plastic Horses, and she liked the beat going into it that I'd put into it. And that time I didn't have any drums, so I was just pounding on the kitchen table, just kind of, that kind of thing. And she really loved the beat, and she goes, "Oh, who's the drummer on that?" And I knew that Michael Lockefer was going to play the drums on the record. So I said, "Well, that's Michael." She goes, "Oh, I really like the drums. What's Michael's dad's name?" And I was like, well, what does that have to do with anything? But when you're 3, that's the important stuff. So that was Plastic Horses. And now we're going to listen to, In Other Words, a song off of my 2014 album called The Gray. And In Other Words was just a song. I try and talk a lot about the realm of God and about how it is different than this world and the society that we take part in. And that might be one of the themes that runs through my music. I don't know. That's not for me to say. But a lot of people have liked this song. I remember, speaking of Michael Lockefer, when I was sending him the demos for this album that he was going to drum on this album, he goes, all of them don't even compare to In Other Words. That's the best quote unquote Christian song I've ever heard in my life. And so I decided, okay, well, I will pursue this one then, and because I am all of the things that we are told we should not be, and yet I am chosen and invested in by a God of love. So this is In Other Words.
It's a sticky subject. It's like a dangerous tightrope that I cross. Need a net to catch me when I lose my balance. I've counted on my stance way too much. I failed to see your hands opened up, not more than I ever thought. You'll stop at nothing just to hang with the drunkards and all those who steal, meet with the adulterers and all of hell's clientele, hang with the prostitutes and meet with the thieves, hang with the liars. In other words, me. Sunshine. When the sea comes, the wind still knocks me down. When my soul grows quiet, still the tiniest cloud is like a fog that settles down on the bootstrap notions I've pulled up. Each weather front listens to you. You'll stop at nothing just to hang with the drunkards and those who have killed, meet with the adulterers and all of hell's clientele, hang with the junkies and meet with the thieves, hang with the liars. In other words, but you hold my hand. You hang with the drunkards and all those who steal, the liars. In other words, deliverer is standing by. Yeah. And Joseph took his wife and her child, and he went to Africa to escape the rage of a deadly king. And there along the banks of the Nile, Jesus listened to the song that the captive children used to sing. Oh, my deliverer is coming, my deliverer is standing by. My deliverer is coming, my deliverer is standing by. He will never break his promise, he has written it upon the sky. My deliverer is coming, my deliverer is standing by. Yeah, he's standing by. Through a giant thirsty land, water from the canyon heights poured itself out from Lake Sanger's broken heart. And there in the Sahara winds, Jesus heard the whole world cry for the healing flowing from his own scars. Oh yeah, my deliverer is coming, my deliverer is standing by. My deliverer is coming, my deliverer is standing by. I will never doubt his promise, though I doubt my heart, though I doubt my eyes. My deliverer is coming, my deliverer is standing by. Okay, can you sing it out with me? My deliverer is coming, take it over. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing by. Yeah, sing it out again. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing by. If I'm going down, let it flow out. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing by. Lift it high. My deliverer is standing by. Sing up to the sky. My deliverer is standing by. Let it fly. My deliverer is standing by. Sing it out now. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing by. Sing it out now. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing by. Lift it high. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing by. Up to the sky, sing it. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing by. One more time, sing. My deliverer is coming. My deliverer is standing
That was My Deliverer. It was a live recording from my live album called Live in Morton from 2016, I think. My Deliverer is a song that Rich and I wrote together, Rich Mullins, and it's the song that won the Dove Awards. It's the song that that was recorded by the Ragamuffin Band after Rich's death and became a #1 hit. So in that sense, I'm just like Bruce Springsteen in I've never had a #1 hit, but people have done my song and had a #1 hit. So me and Bruce Springsteen were the same. But I think he has a little bit on me with probably 500 other songs that have been on the charts or close to #1. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. We wrote the song, Rich and I, when we were living in our dumpy little house trailer out in New Mexico. Rich had the idea of kind of the jumping off point for the song was the Hebrew people who were wandering through the desert, literally and metaphorically, and we're in a complete place of despair. But a lot of times in our complete despair is when hope is at its greatest. And so even though they were despairing, they were still hopeful for their deliverer to come, to deliver them from their state, from their yet-to-be states. And another jumping off point was that we don't know much about Jesus up until, from his birth up until he was 30. But even in our mysterious kind of unknowing of Jesus, even at that time, Jesus is our deliverer. And so there was a lot of poetic license taken as far as the evolution of Jesus' life in those years. But yes, it's won Dove Awards and it was #1, but it means a lot to me because I remember getting to write the song with Rich in our living room of our dumpy little house trailer in New Mexico. Now we're going to go into a song off of my 2018 record called The Acceptance of And. This is Raindrop on Fire, which was co-written with my significant Marsha Lynn, She had this journal writing which had some beautiful words in it, and so I kind of crafted some lyrics from that into the first verse, and the concept, the Raindrop on Fire, was her phrase that ended up being the chorus, and then I made up the second verse, and so this song has a great meaning for me in the partnership that we had in writing it, and much of it was written on the airplane flying out to Portland, Oregon, where Acceptance of And was recorded. So, Raindrop on Fire.
Fortunate to be a raindrop It's all a vast twinkle, an endless mingle, assembled members that breathe. It's an east glowing, exploding, holy. I'm lifted by sacred company. Among the stars on this tiny ball, I am loved, though I'm a millionth of a millimeter. Among the stars, though I'm oh so small, you see my heart, and you know my soul. Yes, you love, 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 love. And there's a song twisting for one and all. Listen, it hums in the depths of our deep. And the shine meets us, and it's the light, there's no secret. Will move us to be among the stars on this tiny ball. I am loved, though I'm a millionth of a millimeter. Among the stars, though I'm oh so small, you see my heart, and you know my soul. It's your love, 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 love. I sit, say, I exhale those noise railings of freedom failing. I belong, I belong. I left trail, I left scales from dead tales of love that's failing. I belong among the stars on this tiny ball. I am loved, though I'm a millionth of a millimeter. Among the stars, though I'm oh so small, you see my heart, and you know my soul. Yes, your love, 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 love among the stars. Love, love, love.
And that was Among the Stars off of my 2021 album, A Shrugging of the Shoulders, recorded up near Buffalo, New York at Old Bear Records, Old Bear Studios, whatever you would call it. Among the Stars was just, it was kind of, it started out as my attempt to write what I would call a real worship song, not one full of cliches and repetition, but one, because the scriptures are pretty clear about how worship is done with our lives, it's not merely relegated to a few songs, a few minutes on a Sunday morning. So I don't know how I ended up laying down in the grass, but I was looking up at the stars, and I was like, okay, actually, it looks like I'm beneath these stars, but I'm actually above some of them. And I'm actually, why don't we just say this? I'm among the stars. And there is a vastness that is incomprehensible that we are a part of. And we are among this that is so much bigger than us, but we are included in it. It is included in us. And for that, therein lies worship for me, that we are a part of this big, grand, all-encompassingness of God that is all around us. We are among the stars. And then we're going to go into Jesus Went to Sleep, which is a song that I wrote before my second album. I wrote this back in 1998. It was just verses. It was just a song of 3 verses. So I added a chorus in the past year or two, and I twisted around the verses a little bit. But the first time I ever played this song was with the aforementioned Michael Lockefer and Eric Hauk. We were playing in back when Christian bookstores were a thing. We were playing at Better Book Room in Wichita, Kansas, before a concert. It might have been the concert that I played Burning the Fields at that I mentioned earlier in the show. But this playing at the bookstore was in conjunction with that concert. We played this song, which at that time was called Boat on the Water. But I had to change it from Boat on the Water because it's too similar to Smoke on the Water. And I was like, it's not that. But maybe I should have stuck with that because maybe more people would know that song. But Jesus Went to Sleep is just how, we all go through storms. We all go through struggles. We all go through rough waters. And I'm not one to say that God takes those rough waters away, takes those storms away, but I am one to say that God is with us in those times, and that has always been enough for me. So this is Jesus Went to Sleep.
Jesus went to sleep in a boat on the water, and when he woke, he calmed the sea, and now it calms me like no other, so I will believe in he who calmed the sea. Jesus knows all my storm winds. His great love, it holds my heart. And now each time I take off frightened, I can't get far. He pulls me in back to the boat again. Jesus taught the crowds from a boat on the water. His words were filled with power and with a mystery that is haunting, so I will believe in he who's filled with mystery. Jesus knows all my storm winds. His great love, it holds my heart. And now each time I take off frightened, I can't get far. He pulls me went to sleep. Jesus gone to see. Could you calm me down? Jesus knows all my storm winds. His great love, it holds my heart. And now each time I take off frightened, I can't get far. It pulls me in back to the boat again. It pulls me back into the boat again. Jesus gonna sleep. It pulls me in back to the boat again. Jesus went to sleep. Jesus gonna sleep. Pulls me back into the boat. Call me. Call me.
That was Jesus Went to Sleep off of my 2024 album, Where the Earth Makes No Sound. Thank you so much for listening to the Ragamuffin Archive Revisited. Thank you to Joe Cook for letting me host this episode. Once again, my Kickstarter for my upcoming album is active right now. It runs through December 8th, and I would love for you to become a part of the community that is making this album happen. I want to leave you with a song from that new album. And before I do that, the link for the Kickstarter is Ragamuffin Archive.com, MitchMcVicker.com, my Facebook stuff. It's out there. I'll probably bug you by sending you a text or an email or something. This is one of the new songs on the new album. It's called Blossom. I wanted to do a song that spoke of our becoming as people, which is our spiritual walk, which is our being guided by God and God's love, how we grow and how we flower, how we expand. And this was another song that was written with Marshall Lynn, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So here it comes. This is Blossom. I've never played this live before. I've never played it for anyone, so you are the guinea pigs. This is Blossom. Thank you for listening.
After winter unfolding comes beautiful, running through every moment, culminating conditions that lead renewal, bursting belief in exploding mystique. I wanna move on and turn from always tracing bodies of work. Don't disturb or hang the sign, cause I'm unable to rest. There's regret pulsing through my chest, interrogating my mind. I feel creation's sweet emergence, manifestation, grace convergence, from far off places, soaking down inside of me. Roots will go deep in the unique, start bringing aromas above, open up and blossom. Pastures are filled with the colors of thistle flowers, nourishment under thorns. Aster pear parachutes float from the prickled surface. Resilience is born. I feel creation's sweet emergence. Manifestation, grace convergence. From far off places, soaking down inside of me. Roots will grow deep in the new leaves, start bringing aromas of love. Open up and blossom as the parachutes. Passions filled by you, by you. I feel creation's sweet emergence. Manifestation, grace convergence. From far off places, soaking down inside of me. Roots will grow deep in the new leaves, start bringing aromas of love. Open up and blossom.
You've been listening to a special presentation of Ragamuffin Archive Revisited, Mitch McVicker Through the Years, with guest host Mitch McVicker. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on social media. It's Ragamuffin Archive on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and X, plus we're now on TikTok. And you can reach me by email at ragamuffinarchive@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to this podcast on Mixcloud. The song you're hearing is Screen Porch by Ted Yoder. You can hear more of his music at tedyoder.com or on Bandcamp. I'm Joe Cook, hoping you'll join us next time for another deep dive into the archive. Thanks for listening.